So today is September 11th, and I, like so many Americans around the world, sort of take the opportunity on September 11th every year to ask myself, what's the purpose of this day? What does it mean to me personally? What does it mean to us as a country? I mean, in one sense, for me as a veteran of the military, having served for a number of years in the U.S. Air Force, it's a day to reflect upon the tragedy that occurred in New York, and Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. But it's also a day to remember what came afterwards as a result of that tragedy. The years of fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan, for me personally, 2 deployments that separated me for extended periods of time from my family and my children, missing holidays or birthdays. But as we think about sort of the loss that occurred both on September 11th, but also in the lives of those who sacrificed afterwards to protect the freedoms of our country, I think it's also a day to remember why we did these things, why we reacted the way we did as a country to the terrible events of September 11th, why we came together as a country, and why we chose to conduct ourselves over the next decade as we did in places that for most Americans they've never been to and they've never seen, places far away and places where politicians told us the threat continued to exist. For me, at least as an individual, what it means is that I need to redouble my efforts. Although I'm no longer in the military, I'm now serving as the director of the Veterans Law Clinic at Widener Law School. And we represent about 200 veterans, men and women of all ages, served in a variety of conflicts around the world, who for some reason were disabled because of their military experience and are now struggling to obtain benefits with the Department of Veterans Affairs. So for me, September 11th has a unique meaning, not just by looking back at what happened or what the cost of what happened has been, but also looking forward to what we promised all of the veterans that have served in the military, the millions who've served in Iraq or Afghanistan, who've returned home from those conflicts and who now are living with both the physical and the mental wounds of war. So what does September 11th mean to me? It means that we need to remember, it means that we need to reflect, but it also means that we need to redouble our efforts to take care of those who suffered in our struggle for freedom, to take care of our veterans, to take care of their families, and to make sure that we give them everything we've promised.